everyone. Divine Feminine Empress 444 here to do a collective read. Decks have already been shuffled. We're going to tap into the energy of the collective. See what's in the energy of the collective. Please remember to use your discernment. Please remember to flip the roles how they fit for you and your situation. This is not a personal reading. This is a collective reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to tap into the energy of the collective and see. No, that's too many, Spirit. See who and what is in your energy. We have true colors. We have illumination, truth, discovery, and an awakening. Twin flame. And then we have losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you. Thank you, Spirit. For the collective, we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Fool. We have the King of Swords. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, collective. Again, I hope everybody's doing really well today. Remember to use your discernment while you're watching this reading. Flip the roles how they fit for your situation. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you have... and also I'm called to say, remember that this could be past, present, or future. So you could have already went through this. You could have, and maybe you needed to be reassured of something. You could be currently going through this, or this could be coming up for you, collective. Everybody's on different timelines. Definitely what I'm seeing here, though, is like somebody's true colors are being exposed. Okay, you're being illuminated to the truth about this person. This person could have been like, I heard, could have felt like a twin flame, but it's almost like a karmic twin, right? They're definitely losing some kind of sleep over you. They're having a hard time coming to terms with maybe like how they treated you is what I'm hearing. With this 10 of Cups, I feel like they did see you in this like and maybe you saw them too, I'm called to say, in this like you guys were in an alignment, right? But they took some kind of foolish action here, right, towards a new beginning. It's like they stepped outside of your guys's unity, I'm called to say. It's like they took a blind leap of faith instead of like listening to their higher calling, listening to, you know, I am called to say this, right? So this is why it's very important to use your discernment, because when in any relationship, right, and this could be romantic, again, family, it doesn't matter, even friendships, it's always good to trust your inner gut, right? Now, of course, in any relationship with any other person, right, there's never going to be always like everything's perfect, right? But there is a difference between somebody being genuine with you and kind and gentle and understanding. And then there's a difference between somebody being selfish, being self-centered, being disrespectful, things like that, right? So it's always good to remember who you are, right? And what you deserve and what you um, want to choose to accept. Okay. That's all I'm called to say with that. Um, but I feel like this person acts out of spontaneity. Um, this is someone who, like, when things go awry, they hop onto something else, either some kind of addiction. It could be gambling, it could be drinking, it could be whatever this is, right? It could be other men or women. But they jump, right? They don't sit with their feelings. They don't um go within. They don't, like, instead of preying on a situation, they right away go towards another extreme, right? That's how Spirit's showing it to me. With this King of Swords, I feel like you're more the type, collective, in this King of Swords energy, right? You use your head over your heart. You're someone who is a true speaker. When you speak, it's like, I think people take you the wrong way, right? Because a lot of times when you're being led, right, by Spirit and by God, right? A lot of times people don't understand it because you're, like, walking in your truth, right? A lot of people think that um, maybe you're, how do I want to say this? I'm hearing like a fucking know-it-all, right? You think you know everything. That's what I'm hearing. But it's like, that's not really the situation. It's that's triggering that in them, right? But what it is that you just know what you know, right? And you're trusting it, okay? Because I definitely see, like, this is what you're headed towards, right? Is like the 10 of Pentacles. So the way Spirit's showing it to me is like, you're trying, it doesn't matter like who your partner is, right? Or what you're being led to. It's not the actual person. It's the true connection, the true unity. Um, and it is being guided, right? Okay, I'm supposed to stop right there on that card. Now, Spirit's showing me with the Chariot in reverse, you're more self disciplined, right? So, I'm not saying you're perfect, again, because you're not, right? And this is okay. It's not about being perfect, right? It's about having that faith. And when, um, trusting that you're being led, trusting that, when you do make mistakes, you ask for forgiveness. You right away go to the divine, right? You, instead of going towards something in the 3D, like drinking, drugging, whatever. I'm not saying some of you could do that, right? We're human. And I feel like God knows you're down here living a human experience. It's not saying that you're perfect, again. But when you make mistakes or when you get off the beaten path, right? You try to steer yourself back to that. That's what I'm called to say. Excuse me. I do see someone here in this Six of Cups energy. And I feel like this is the person that you have saw the true colors, right? This is somebody who wants to show up as, I just heard it feels familiar, right? So either this person has already come towards you and you're in it, or this is coming. I definitely see that. Um, it's almost like those same feelings that you could have felt in the past, either with this person or with others. So sometimes somebody from the past will come back and appear to kind of like see if you learned a lesson, right? Or sometimes it could be someone new and they're showing up in that same energy. And this is why I say you have to pay attention and use your discernment, right? So it's like it feels nostalgic. Whoever this person is and however this shows up for you, it feels nostalgic. Okay? With this Two of Wands energy, I feel like you're trying to like plan and look ahead, look forward, wanting to start something new, right? Mm. There's some kind of difficult decision here that you're going to have to make. And I don't know if this, again, is with a new person or if this is with an old person coming back. Something's coming here, though. And it's like, it's going to be difficult because you're going to feel some feelings. You're going to get downloads, right? You're going to feel triggered, right? By whoever this is. And it's all about trusting your gut, I'm called to say. Thank you, Spirit. hmm So, with this Four of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is like, um, you could be somebody who is looking for security, right? Somebody who is very frugal with spending, um, conservative, I'm called to say, right? Um, I'm definitely hearing like smart, right? Smart with your money. Definitely. Whoever this person is too, I'm called to say, they could possibly not be, right? So it's almost like you're two different people. It's two different energies. It's like this person is a splurge spender. You are a conservative type of person. Yes. So with the Six of Wands here, whoever this is, they see you in the public eye. So I don't know if this person watches you. Um, if you're on like social media or something like that, or maybe you have a YouTube channel or TikTok or something like that. Again, that part won't resonate with everybody, but you could also be seen in your community. Maybe you're somebody who's seen out in public a lot, right? Maybe you do something with the public. But whatever this is, they watch you, right? And they see you being recognized. They see people acknowledging you. And I feel like that triggers this person. Give me something more. Yeah. The Hangman. hmm They don't like the fact that you're enlightened, right? This actually upsets this person. It causes them to, it triggers them. I'm telling you, it triggers them. hmm They're not like you. They don't know how to sacrifice certain things. Um, and I feel like it's like a jealousy of like not, I hate to use that word jealous. Um, but it's almost like they're not getting the deep insight like you, okay? That's how I'm gonna say it. Hello there, guys. Let's see. So we have the Four of Cups. Mm. I feel like, again, thank you, Spirit, because Spirit is like confirming that for me. They feel disconnected. And this is a type of person that would like to point the fingers everywhere else but themselves. Okay? Yeah. This is somebody who's going through a lot of conflict, right? And I don't think it's 100%. Now, it could be other people, but I don't see that. The way Spirit's showing this to me in this spread is like they're going through inner conflict with themselves. It's almost like having to fight so many devilish spirits. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're staying blindfolded, keep having negative thoughts instead of like, the sad part is they're keeping themselves in a self-imprisonment, right? And this is someone who, how do I want to say this? It's like, if you don't believe the things that they believe, if you don't um, agree with what they say, right? This is somebody who'd be like, um, I want to say disgusted, disappointed, right? But it's because they don't know how to like, keep an open mind, I'm called to say. Okay, Spirit, wherever you're going with this. Yeah, Two of Cups. Instead of being in this loving energy, right? Um, I feel like whoever you are, you're more of like a playful spirit. I'm getting like a juvenile. So it's like showing me very childlike, right? And you could be grown. You could be I'm called to say even 60, 70 years old. And it's something about your spirit. You're just very playful. Hmm. High Priestess. I also am called to say, I don't think this person believes you and this person definitely could have either been together or been friends for a really long time. Something of this sort, that this person was around you. And even though you may have like shared with them certain hurts and pains that you've gone through, I feel like this person doesn't think you went through as much as them. So it's almost like they compare, and it's almost like they think that like they question they question because they can't understand how you could go through the things that you say you went through, but you're still so loving, right? And even when, so like if this person is the type that even they triggered you in some ways or did things to you, it was like you were forgiving right away. And I feel like this person doesn't understand that. They can't understand that. Yeah. But what it is here is that you're in this high priestess energy. You're very intuitive. You have a lot of knowledge, right? I'm definitely seeing like divine feminine energy. So even if you're a masculine, it's that you're tapped in with your feminine side. Hmm. But you're very sensitive and um tapped in again. You have high morals. I'm definitely called to say like a lot of growth, right, comes around you. A lot of people try to cloak in your energy, collective. I'm called to say that it's like when you attach yourself to people, be careful because some of your blessings end up going to these people, okay? Because you're so, I hate to say it like this, but I'm called to say, when you're so in love and you're so attached to somebody, right? And you're showing the universe that, like, oh, this person's so important, right? And that's okay to do as long as they're doing the same thing for you. But when you can feel that energy shift, I'm called to say that's when you need to use your discernment and trust your gut and move away from this kind of person or situation. Because what happens is they're banking off of your blessings. Hmm. And it's almost like because you're protected, they become protected. Hmm. Thank you, Spirit. What I'm seeing here with the Seven of Pentacles, you're working on like long-term views, right? Trying to make subtle investments in things, I'm called to say. Preserve, right? And I feel like you are having a hard time with that right now. And I think it's because either One, again, you could be having this attachment with someone, or two, you've already experienced this and you're having to rebuild. I'm called to say. Temperance. Yes. It is all about finding balance, right? Being in your purpose, finding the true meaning, right? I feel like whoever you are, you literally embody love, right? Genuine, genuine. hmm It's like, I feel like you're the type of person that even your worst enemies, right? Even people that like did evil things to you. hmm I feel like you forgive. You forgive. hmm And I feel like in some small way, you still care about these people, right? Mhm. That's too many spirit. I will take the Knight of Swords. That was too many spirit. I feel like this too, collective. Again, if this is someone coming towards you, I'm definitely seeing somebody like wanting to come towards you here, trying to think fast to defend themselves. If you're in this situation, this is somebody like trying to constantly battle you instead of like looking at you as their uh other half or their equal. It's like suiting up, wanting to fight, right? Wanting to be the loudest man in the room. That's what I'm called to say. Mhm. Love is gentle. Love is gentle. Yes. Yes. So again, with this Five of Pentacles, it's like you being broken, right? And somebody that's even more broken trying to hold on to you. And it's like, no, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Like you were trying to build yourself up, right? And then here comes Joe Schmo from around the block, right? Trying to come attach themselves to you so you can pick them up. And this could have to do with finances. This could have to do with just energy alone. Which we all know though energy leads to financial opportunities, right? Page of Wands. I definitely see you as like an inspiration towards others. Um, you have limitless potential. Spirit made me pay attention to that big time. Um, you are meant to be free, be able to speak, and I feel, oh, thank you, Spirit. So that's another thing. It's almost like people not wanting you to speak, to stand up for yourself, to um, be heard, right? hmm Trying to make you cower down. Page of Cups. I feel like whoever you are too. This is funny to me. It's like you see possibilities in everything, right? It's almost like every little thing that happens around you is like an intuition, an intuitive nudge. It could be birds, it could be the grass blowing a certain way, it could be leaves, it could be um I'm called to say something that comes on TV, a song, anything like that. I feel like you're very tapped in, you're very sensitive to the energies around you. And it's almost like you can't explain it. There's certain things that you just know, and it's really not to be explained. It's not even for anyone else to understand, but it is for you. Absolutely. Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. Love. You are love. And the universe is matching you with that. They're trying to give you an outpour, an overflow, because this is supposed to be your time to celebrate. So don't allow somebody to take you off, right? Take you off your focus. Mm. You are meant to be around people who celebrate you. Harmony, peace, right? Love. And again, you can have disagreements, you can have different ways of thinking, but it doesn't have to be so aggressive. It doesn't have to be hurtful towards someone else, right? Yeah. This person, I feel like they suffer from a lot of depression, things like that, nightmares as well, uh-huh. And a lot of despair. And collective, it's not to say like that you never experienced that as well. I'm sure you have, right? But it's like when those things arise in your life, it's like you genuinely look at what it is and you see it for what it is, right? And you call it what it is and you try to fix what it is. Hmm. I feel like also you could be very the type of person that maybe you don't always express yourself. Hmm. Not out loud, I'm called to say. Some things you work on within and you don't really speak on. Six of Pentacles. So this is about the scales being balanced, I'm called to say, right? Meeting people who are willing to do an equal give and take, right? Not taking from you and giving to others. I'm also called to say, collective, be very careful because whoever this person is, they could be taking a lot of the information that you give them. So you could have been the type of person that maybe you don't share, again, like I just said, you don't share with a lot of people. And this could be the type of person that you could share different like visions and like things that you know, right? Some knowledge that you've gained. And then this would be the same kind of person to act like they either heard it from somewhere else or act like they came up with it. Right? And not give you the credit, right? And not saying you're looking for that, but this was be somebody like that. Hmm. Give me something more. Ten of Swords. Be very careful. Be very observant of the people that you have around you, collective, because I feel like this would be somebody who would try to dig deep back into your wounds, right? If they know something that hurt you, they'll try to use that. Okay. This is somebody who um wants to see you fail. Like it's one of those kind of situations like, well, if I can't have you, no one can. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. That's not healthy. You don't get blessings like that. I'll tell you that. Five of Swords. Yeah. They want to bring conflict, disagreements, fighting. They want to win at all cost. This is somebody who's like argumentative, a bully. Mm-mm-mm. Give me one more, Spirit. Five of Cups. They're going to regret this, okay? And that's okay. That's okay because sometimes people have to learn a lesson, right? I feel like either this has already happened and they're already in that energy of regretting certain decisions that they made to lose you, or you're in this situation with this person, and I feel like they're going to put their foot in their mouth or like destroy something good, right? And then they're going to be sad and feel the loss, right? The Emperor. Mhm. And sometimes when I see the Emperor, right, I see somebody who's very respectful, right? A leader, somebody who's like a father figure, somebody who's very disciplined and in control of their emotions, and, you know, a ruler, right? This is somebody who's older, very mature. That's what I see normally. This is what I'm seeing right now, especially with the Emperor next to this Five of Cups. This is somebody that will use power over everything else. Instead of showing up in love, they will show up in all this. Look at this, with the Five of Swords to the Five of Cups to the Emperor. They would rather, they want to win. They want to fight. They want to argue. They want to be a bully. And that's what they think makes them powerful. It doesn't. Humbleness. Mm. They'll learn one way or the other. Eight of Wands in reverse. And then this person's the type of person that can't understand why they're being delayed. They don't understand why things are not working out for them. Why has things slowed down? Well, it's because you're not coming in a loving energy. And then this would be the same type of person that would try to blame you, collective, of why things are not working out. It's not you, though, it's them. Ace of Wands, I'm fucking correct. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Whatever this is, it's going to cause you to have a new beginning. Whether this person decides to work on themselves and actually do right, um, or you end up just with a new opportunity and something new for you. However that looks for your situation. Absolutely. King of Pentacles. Yeah. Because you are meant to be a leader. You're somebody who is meant to have abundance, prosperity, because you've been generous. Mm-hmm. And this is your justice. Mm. Fairness. Mm. Scales being balanced. This is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cause and effect. It's like weathering the storm. You've weathered the storm. Mm-hmm. You've been through a lot. You've learned a lot. You've become very balanced. Um, try to be understanding, giving equality, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh, on the bottom of the deck, Star card. Yes. Good fortune, purpose. Mm-hmm. You found your spirituality, right? You've been loving on yourself. And the Ace of Swords. Mental clarity. You've learned so much. Don't let anybody dumb you down. Don't let anybody take away who you are. I just heard they need to go within, just like you did with this Queen of Wands energy. You took the courage to work on yourself. Took a lot of strength to fight inner demons. You felt wounded at one point, heartbroken, but you put in the work. Page of Pentacles started out with something small. Realized you can manifest, right? Grow something for yourself. Stepped into this King of Cups energy. Emotionally balanced, no longer allowing people to play with you. And here it is, this person, whoever they are, wants to try to play with you. But you're highly protected. You only accept the truth. You don't allow people to sway you. You create clear boundaries. You're somebody, you're not going to put up with anybody's shit. But you don't have to do it in a rude way. You try to be peaceful. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. You're in the sun energy, positive. Trying to be successful, going through a rebirth. You're going to meet people along the way that you can build a team with, I'm called to say. With this Queen of Pentacles energy, you're somebody who's very nurturing and practical. And this is something I'm also called to say, if you have children, your children have definitely always seen your work. Okay? It's time to walk away. Call judgment on bad situations. Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like realizing that focusing on self instead of outwardly always wanting to help others, it's all about you. This is going to cause a tower to this devil energy. With this Knight of Wands, they still want to take action towards you, even though they're tethered and fucking falling apart. Page of Swords, they want to bring you some kind of like fake little truth, but you know the truth. You see the energy they're in. Even when they think, you might not speak on it, but it's like you can see the spirits. You see the spirits, good and bad. Ending. No longer feeling the need to fight this off. It's like, I'm getting an energy of like always feeling like you had to like battle everybody. You're not doing that no more. If anything, you're gonna rest. Things are being exposed to you. All the trickery, false people wanting to come fuck with you and then come back and play in your face. Ace of Pentacles, you're meant for abundance. These people are only trying to keep you from it. Or try to ride on your coattails, trying to get a piece of it. They'll never stop it. You're meant for greatness. The only thing they can do is delay it. With this King of Wands energy, you're meant to be a natural leader. The Lovers, balanced. You're balanced within yourself. You don't even need nobody else. And that's where people get it fucked up. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't want you to see your self-worth. They wanted you to be living beyond your means. They wanted you to show up as your false self. They wanted you to be obsessed with them. But you know. And I feel like even though you know, you still give people mercy, right? Forgiveness. Because you have the wisdom. Ten of Wands. All they wanted to do was bring you burdens. Knight of Cups. You're somebody who has been through a lot. And the way Spirit's showing it to me is like putting your emotions to the side, putting on a suit of armor, and still showing up in love, right? but also protecting yourself. Because you're the Empress. So many opportunities. I could keep going. I'm telling you, I'm almost done with this deck. But this person, whoever they are, they need to stop playing with you. That's for sure. Mm-mm-mm. You said that tarot card? What tarot card? That was a good read. That was a really good read. I hope whoever was able to, if it resonated for you, I hope you got out of it what you needed to, for sure. I am going to shuffle the cards a little bit, and I'm going to allow, if you have a question, one question per person. If you have a question, I'll allow you to ask, and I'll do a little mini read for you. Okay? Don't forget, guys, that if you are interested in a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. And also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're watching, because it helps to support my channel, and it also helps me to tap into your energy. Okay. Okay, does anybody have a question? Anybody with a question? I'll give it a minute because somebody could be writing. So I'll give it a minute. Who else is a Taurus out here? Happy birthday to you. I'm a Taurus as well. Does anybody have a question? Okay, well, I'm just gonna end it here then. I will be back on again tomorrow, collective. I'll try to be on a little earlier tomorrow. Um, tonight I just got a little backed up, so I will definitely be on again tomorrow to do another live. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.